I am joined with Davied Fields from our elite partner, Wipfli, today. And thanks so much for being here, Dave.
Oh, it's an honor to be here. Thanks for having me on.
So I wanted to pick your brain. You've been in this Qlik world for quite some time. And you've attended your fair share of user conferences from when they were called Connections with a Q. Let's not talk about that. And then Qlik World and now Qlik Connect. As you think about Qlik Connect, it's coming up in June. Why do you feel that it's important for customers to attend?
Well, first of all, I just always look forward to Qlik's headline event because of all the relationships that I've built over time with people in this amazing ecosystem focused on data and analytics and helping people get the value out of those things, right? Because it's more than just marketing hype. We're really doing it for our customers every day. And our customers are making discoveries, taking action, getting adoption. That's huge. And this it's the strategies and tactics for that is the topic of Qlik Connect. And so what I always feel energized by is all the stories that I get to hear about cool things people are doing with data, and they're inspiring. They inspire me as a Qlik partner and someone who gets to help a lot of Qlik customers be successful. And so it's always at a fun destination, and we always end up having a good time. And even talking and hearing in different sessions about smart ideas, it just helps you up your own game.
Not just going to a conference to hear just more nonsense and more hype, but about like we had this issue as a customer, we didn't know if anybody could fix it. And
Mm.
not only was it fixed, but Qlik far surpassed what we thought was possible to wrangle this data, make sense of it, and actually put it into use and change the way that we do business. So I fully agree with that. And that's some of the most exciting things to hear is we're not just another data tool, trying to make sense of it and giving you some flashy graphs to
Yep.
look at, but actually fixing business problems with the data so that you're actually making data driven decisions. So
And I should mention there's always announcements about new product roadmaps. Everyone looks forward to that. I do
hmm
too.
hmm
But at the end of the day, it's about people actually using their data in a smart way, and that's probably really why we go.
What's your favorite part about these Qlik conferences and events that we kind of have throughout the country?
Well, it's got to be the conversations that we have at our booth. We typically exhibit at Qlik Connect or whatever Qlik calls its headline event. And every year, that's where we get to have these rich conversations. We'll have some show and tell items we always do at our booth, but it's really about that's where those conversations happen. A lot of them do for me as what challenge are they confronting? How is Qlik helping them? Are they thinking about something? A lot of people are just checking out Qlik, and that's why they come. And so it's great to talk to those folks. We can share our experience and how it's really helped customers.
Don't just stay in your huddle with people that you might attend with from your organization, but like take that awkward step, sit down at a table. There's tons of them, and say,
Hmm.
"Hey, I'm so and so. This is my company. This is the problem Qlik helped us solve, or what's a problem that Qlik helped you." And just listen and learn because you never know what same path you're on or how you might get an idea, like sparked an idea that turns into something bigger that you wouldn't have had without that conversation. So
Yeah.
love that piece about the relationships.
Qlik is easy, powerful. There's a lot of great attributes to our software product as Qlik, but data is hard. So
Mm.
that's a universal, the universal of data being hard for lots of reasons, whether it's too much of it, too complicated, too much transformation, too hard to tell our story. And we have to make that straightforward for the average business consumer. And I think that's the kind of conversation that we have.
We have customers, we maybe even have some prospects that are sitting there and they're like, well, okay, so I got to fly somebody somewhere. There's a
Hmm.
cost for the ticket. I got to stay over somewhere. Um, you have that person on the fence going like, I don't know why I should send this person to Florida for a few days to go hang out with Mickey Mouse and maybe learn a few things about data. But to somebody on the fence, what would you say to them about why they should send their employee or why they themselves should go?
Well, so first of all, Qlik events are a lot of fun, so you should definitely go for that. But if that doesn't, convince you to send your colleague, your employee to go, I think the learning is it's a very unique event. I'll go to a lot of events. It's a unique event. It has enough business and technical focus both in the same event. Often events are skewed one way or the other, and I really don't think that works for data conferences. You have to care a lot about the business while you're solving your really hard technology problems. And I think Qlik strikes that balance pretty well at Qlik Connect.
What are some things that Wipfli is excited about or seeing in the marketplace right now that kind of
Mm.
is capturing people's attention? Maybe even that you're seeing with specific customers about where they're at with their data and where they want to take it that you can share.
Sure. So we have helped customers build visualization dashboards for years with Qlik and other technologies. And here's a trend that we're seeing that we're excited about, and that is people saying, you know what, my transformations, that curated layer of data, we have got to make that central, a central asset of our company. We've got to really control that with governance, and we've got to protect it. So it's no longer going to be acceptable to have dueling spreadsheets where your spreadsheet and my spreadsheet, or worse, your dashboard and my dashboard don't agree. We're going to
Yeah.
have one version of the truth and really make that promise that's always been there a reality. And so the data integration side of the Qlik portfolio is something that we're excited about, and really seeing a lot of customers who've leaned into uh, a dashboard first strategy saying, okay, now, yes, we're going to have that, but we're also going to have this curated data, cloud data warehouse in Snowflake or Databricks or Azure Synapse, lots of different environments that can live. But that is a big trend. It's something we're excited about, and we're looking forward to doing it with Qlik. Well, so right now we are excited about cloud data warehouses. I said it before, and I think whether it's AI or centralizing our transformation, customers are just have it. This is an idea whose time has come. Uh, Many customers have multiple on-premise client managed data warehouses. The move to centralize those things, the bar, the difficulty of moving those to a cloud data warehouse, it's never been more straightforward. Still, that's a very hard data problem, very challenging. But I think we have to. I think that is something where the cloud platforms have come of age, and for those who have not yet looked at those, it's worth doing, and it really adds so much value, and you'll get a lot of adoption because of just the availability of data, and that's the thing that I we're promoting in our consulting is how do you get adoption of this stuff? We work so hard to create it, and it only makes sense if our business now uses it to take advantage of it, make smarter decisions, things like that.
Agreed. I mean, you can spend the most money ever on a tool and it can be super flashy and you can have all the
Hmm.
custom colors that you want and it can even be great accurate data, right? That's a hugely important. But if nobody's using it, none of that matters.
Yeah.
You have to push adoption and you have to see people use it and want to use it. So I love that answer.
Yeah, and so the things that are brand new in the Qlik portfolio that go with that are really a strong governance layer.
Mhm.
It's a super important piece. I'm so glad Qlik finally has it with the talent acquisition. It's making a lot of sense.
Last question, which I didn't prep you for, but really do want to get your ideas because I know that you were at sales kickoff where we talked about this, which was the Kyndi acquisition and
Mm.
some of what they showed there. I would love to hear some of your thoughts on how you see this move around AI and some of this generative AI and language modeling and unstructured data coming in and what kind of your thoughts are how as we bring all that in.
Yeah, so earlier AI ML approaches focused on structured data, things that line up real well in rows and columns, tables in our database. Kyndi brings that unstructured element, and that is, I'm talking to a customer right now. They have so many it's a document management issue. It's an insurance company. They have lots of documents that don't have the same structure, and yet they need meaning. And so this is a really important area for AI to achieve its promise, is not just structured data that's been cleansed for AI. That's really important. Qlik does that well in lots of ways. We have to bring the unstructured to complete the picture for the efficiencies, the automation. The promise of AI really relies on both structured and unstructured.
Dave, thank you so much for being here. Thanks for sharing with us kind of your thoughts on Qlik Connect and some of what Wipfli's doing. Super excited. But yeah, thank you so much for being here and recording with me today.
Well, thanks for having me.